What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. Deontay Wilder is very similar to Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z in so many ways. And I think like they may have the same type of character arc when it's all said and done. Now I know I may be reaching on this topic, but I can't help but to notice the similarities between the two. Both prideful warriors, prideful men that made them the elite of the elites, right? Whether you feel like Deontay Wilder has the best resume in the heavyweight division or not, Deontay Wilder is an elite fighter, in my opinion, because I feel like some of the shots he hit Tyson Fury with would have dropped majority of the heavyweight division. Simply that, right? Both prideful men who are great fighters, but have an adversary that they can't overcome. Vegeta's was Goku, and in this case, Deontay Wilder's is Tyson Fury, right? And in both situations, both men struggled with the fact that, damn, I just can't beat this dude, man. This motherfucker is tough. He keeps coming no matter what I give. I can't top him, right? And in both situations with both individuals, the man, Deontay Wilder, the character Vegeta, they both had their adversary, their main adversary, on the ropes, had them with their back against the wall, had Tyson Fury on the canvas. Vegeta had Goku on the ground several different times, had him troubled, had him hurt. But yet and still, their adversary found a way to win the match or the fight, and they came out on top. Both individuals struggle with it tremendously, due to their pride, due to who they are, due to the persona, due to the warrior-like mentality that they have. They struggled with admitting that, damn, this dude, you know what I mean, this dude is just better than me as a fighter. They struggle with that type of thing. And I think Deontay is struggling with that as well, because the prideful, like really, the pride that Deontay has is what has made him a great fighter. Maybe not a great boxer, but a great fighter. He's won a lot of matches off sheer heart, will, all the intangible things, resiliency, determination, power, reach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't teach power, of course, but he won a lot of those things because of the pride that he has. He's came out on top of almost every battle he's had outside of outside of Tyson Fury. He's came out on top because of that pride. Similar to Vegeta, that pride is what drove him to annihilate dudes. But there was always one guy that he struggled with. Always one guy he struggled with, no matter how prideful he went into a fight with. You know what I mean? How much pride he went into a fight with, he struggled. This is the same instance for Deontay Wilder. Vegeta and Deontay are both struggled in that aspect. Now, if you watch Dragon Ball Z, towards the end of Dragon Ball Z, I didn't watch Super or whatever, but towards the end of Dragon Ball Z, I remember Vegeta coming to terms with the fact that Goku was the better man when they were fighting Majin Buu. He watching Goku go against Majin Buu, and he admitted, tipped his hat to him and said, you know what? He called him Kakarot. Hey, you're a better man and you're a better fighter than me. I get it to you, right? And I think eventually Deontay Wilder will be able to accept that, but right now, he's prideful. Both men, Deontay Wilder and Vegeta, will both rather go out on their shield than to yield. The same type of man in so many different. Now, Deontay wouldn't be out here hurting innocent people. Well, of course, I don't think he's a heinous individual. Like, even though people feel like he's a terrible person because he didn't want to shake hands, and the allegations against Tyson Fury and him not wanting to show sportsmanship, despite that, man, I still think Deontay is a man of the people. He shakes hands and takes pictures. I've always seen him be gracious to every fan that's come up to him, giving everybody interviews no matter what, not shunning nobody, taking pictures with everybody after he's had a long, grueling fight. I've seen him do it time and time again. Not after these losses against Tyson Fury, but in battles against Luis Ortiz, Duhaupas, all these other different opponents he's fought. After he's had long matches, especially that first one with Ortiz, I've seen him out and about with the fans, interacting with them, shaking hands, kissing babies, and all of that, right? But at the same time, they both are men who struggle with a loss to another guy, man. And but like I said, they both are individuals who would rather go out on their shield than to yield. For real. Deontay Wilder last night, he did not want no parts of throwing no towel in. He was like, whatever happens, I'm gonna live with it. And that's a dangerous type of thing to be dealing to have, because, you know, Deontay Wilder has a family. He has what, 6 or 7 children to be here for, and to be having all of his bearings and to have all of his faculties. He needs all of that, right? But at the same time, that man is not a dude that's gonna give up. He's a warrior to the end, to his last breath. And I liken it to Vegeta at the same time. Both men are prideful in their people and who they are, where they come from. You know, Vegeta was prideful in being a Saiyan from Planet Vegeta, a proud Saiyan. Deontay Wilder is a proud black man from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the deep south, right? A place where a lot of opportunity isn't granted, a place where discrimination was always ever present in a deep southern state like Alabama. And he wears that on his sleeve. He wears that on his sleeve, wears his heart on his sleeve, and wears all of that where he comes from, wears all of the pride of his people, the despair of his people. He wears that on his shoulders. A lot of people don't like that. They don't like, oh, what about race or whatever. They don't like that. But Deontay Wilder is a man who carries that. He carries the flag for his people. And that's why I think a lot of people gravitated to Deontay, because he spoke up for a lot of different black causes. Even in Chicago, I remember years and years ago, Deontay came in here to protest gun violence. In the city of Chicago, a city he's not even from, or he's not even in proximity to at all. He still came here to protest gun violence within the black community. You know what I mean? Prideful and have an attachment to his people. Vegeta was the same way. Prideful in being a Saiyan warrior. Prideful in where he came from. Prideful of being from an elite class of warriors. A warrior civilization. A warrior tribe. That he loved that shit. Deontay loves being a warrior. Like, you know what I mean? I think that is where his honor comes from, being a warrior. And I think that, I believe, I didn't agree with him sacking Mark Breland. I didn't agree with him throwing Mark Breland out. But at the end of the day, I understand Deontay Wilder. I feel like I understand his psyche. His psyche is, no, don't ever let me, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to let the ref stop it himself, or just let the outcome be with it. Let us try to go. Try to go to the 12th round. But rather than, and Mark Breland just cared about him. He didn't want him to get hurt. But Deontay Wilder is a man like Vegeta. Let me go out on this battlefield. That means the world to him, being a warrior through and through. That's what means the world to him. And that's what makes him an exciting fighter. That's what makes his fights exciting. Because he's gonna take some shots, but he damn sure gonna give them. He damn sure gonna deliver blows. No matter what's going on, he gonna keep coming, relentless. Just like Vegeta, right? And I think eventually, as time passes, I think that's the last these two will ever fight. Because like Vegeta, I'm sorry, like oh shoot, it's a damn spider over here. Like hold on one second. I gotta kill this damn spider on this table. Got him. But anyway, I think like Vegeta, he's gonna come to accept that Tyson Fury is the better man. Like Vegeta had to concede that to Goku. He's the better man. On to the next adversary. And I still think Deontay Wilder would bowl well against every other heavyweight. I really do. You can call me biased because I'm a Deontay Wilder fan, and I've admitted that several times on this channel. But I just believe that the type of moxie he has, along with that punching power, if he keeps his psyche strong, if Malik Scott is able to keep his psyche where it is, to not go down, you don't want his psyche to deteriorate after a loss to Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury's just an excellent boxer. I don't see anybody beating Tyson Fury, really. You know what I'm saying? I think the best person to do it is Usyk because of the skills, but I just don't think that he can handle that type of fighting style that Tyson Fury has developed in that Croc Gym. I don't think he can handle that type of onslaught. from a big dude like Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? That's a humongous man. You know, so, but I think Deontay would bowl well against anybody. I think he would stop nearly everybody else, right? And just like Vegeta could beat everybody else. It was just nearly everybody else. I mean, he could beat nearly everybody else. He just struggled with Goku. Struggled with Majin Buu too, or whatever. But I mean, he was still able to leave or to put on a good showing for himself all the time in every fight. Speaking of Vegeta, that's the same thing with Deontay Wilder, man. I think eventually Deontay will be able to accept that and move forward, but he's struggling with it now because he has a mindset of a warrior. In his mind, it's hard for him to the pride that he carries, the heart that he carries, the heart on his sleeve, the persona that he has. It's hard for him to really concede to another man, even if he's been beaten. It's hard for him to do that. Now, you may think it's wrong. You may think it's just not right. But, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I just really want to make that analysis. And maybe I'm reaching too much. But it's just something that I've noticed. For real. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Machiavelli Mills TV. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment in the comment section. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Share the video. I appreciate all of my subscribers. Gonna post the Cash App in the link below as well. Thank you all for the support. Peace.